Friends, as we all know, Karnataka TET has 150 questions in its question paper, no negative marking, and the question paper is divided into 4 subjects. First one is your language 1, 30 multiple choice questions, then language 2, 30 multiple choice questions, followed by child development pedagogy, 30 multiple choice questions, and 60 multiple choice questions are given for maths and science part. For social studies aspirants, they will have 60 multiple choice questions from social studies. Okay. In this video, we are going to talk about maths and science blueprint. See, actually in 2024, the Karnataka TET syllabus was increased. Usually for paper 2 aspirants, the syllabus used to be up till high school. But in 2024, they have increased the syllabus and they have made it to PUC level for science. Okay, mathematics is up till high school only. But if we see the question paper of 2024, we can find that the mathematics questions were also tough when compared to previous year question papers. Of course, science was also asked from PUC part as well. So many aspirants were asking us to give blueprint for mathematics and science part of Karnataka TET. By keeping in mind the 2024 question paper, we have made a blueprint for you all. We are going to discuss that blueprint in this video. So you have to watch this video till the end and tell me what you feel about the blueprint which we will be sharing. Okay. See, if you have a blueprint, things will become very much easy and you can prepare in a right manner, right, which you have to focus and which you don't need to focus much. Sometimes doing smart work is very important rather than doing hard work, especially when the syllabus is huge. So that's why we have made a very nice blueprint in order to make it easy for you all, especially for mathematics and science. Now, one more point I wanted to tell you is that, see, this time Karnataka TET is to be conducted in online mode, not in offline, not in OMR. Okay. It will be conducted in online mode. That is, a computer based test is planned from this time for Karnataka TET. So this also is a good news for us because we are expecting that questions will be easy this time because it is a online paper. So aspirants will be already in little bit of stress related to online exam. So that's why our school education department will surely plan for a easy paper because this is the first time ever in Karnataka TET history that the exam is conducted online. Anyway, we cannot take risk, right? Even if the paper comes easy, that is our luck this time. But what if the paper does not come easy? So we cannot take any risk and we will have to plan our preparation as per the PUC level only till the notification comes. After the notification, if they publish the syllabus in the website, then only we can finalize how our preparation should proceed after that. But till then we will have to prepare science for PUC also. Okay. So that is one thing. Another thing is that there are some news circulating that from this time the multiple choice questions will have 5 options rather than 4 options. Usually there are 4 choices for each question, right? But this time they are telling that 5 options will be there. Maybe this is true, but we have not got any authentic news or any authentic circular related to this. So let us keep this part also in mind so that we don't feel anything new later. Okay. So now let us proceed with the blueprint. See, as I already told you, maths and science part is having 60 multiple choice questions. In that also, mathematics and science will be divided into proper core questions and pedagogy questions, right? So in mathematics we have 30 questions and from science we have 30 questions. In that, from mathematics core we have 23 questions and from pedagogy part we have 7 questions. Like that only for science, from the proper topics, the core questions, we have 22 questions and 8 questions are from science pedagogy part. Okay, so this is a general blueprint. Now I will go into detail. First we will start with mathematics. Actually, we have already solved the question papers in this YouTube channel only, right? Everything we have solved from 2024 question paper. But if you still want the entire question paper, you will get it in our Telegram channel. You will get the link in the description below this video. So you can go and check the question paper, and then you can cross check the blueprint which we are talking about here. Okay. So because maths is having many chapters, we have combined a few chapters, and we have made it a consolidated blueprint for you. So let us start with the simple chapters like algebra and number system. In algebra and number system, you can see what type of questions were asked from SURDS. Some algebra simplification were there, identities questions were asked, quadratic equation, linear equation, HCF 1 question was there, based on word problems also question was there. So these are the questions which were asked from these topics. Question number 94, 95, 98, 99, 100 and 101. So these are the questions asked from this chapters of algebra and number system. So total questions are 6 questions. Then coming to arithmetic, including commercial mathematics, topics like profit and loss, simple interest, time, speed and distance. 3 questions were asked. Question number 93, 96 and 97. Then from sequences and arithmetic progression part, 2 questions were asked, one from sequences and one from AP. So that question numbers are 102 and 105. Then coming to geometry and mensuration, which we all know are the important topics every time. Questions were asked from triangles, circles, area, surface area, volume, and also heights and distances. The question numbers I have given here. Question number 91, 104, 106, 107, 108, 111 and 112. So total 7 questions were asked. Then from trigonometry also 2 questions were asked. 103 and 104. Then from statistics and probability 2 questions were asked. Then some questions from SURDS and supplementary angles were also asked. Question number 109 and 110. And after this, 7 questions were asked from mathematics pedagogy. So what is the conclusion which this blueprint gives us is, very important chapter from maths core comes under this. Geometry and mensuration, all the topics will come under that. Okay, the next important are algebra and number system. Okay, then you can go for arithmetic, AP, GP is not there in syllabus, AP you can do. Then trigonometry, statistics, probability, and few more questions like supplementary angles and all that. Okay, and what is the third most important? It is mathematics pedagogy. So the moral of the story is that along with maths topics, you have to focus on application based mathematics pedagogy. Questions asked in 2024 were from constructivism, strategies of teaching, classroom practices, teaching learning methods and all that. So paid aspirants should not worry. We have given many classes based on mathematics pedagogy also. Even worksheets are there, so things should be easy for you. And one more good news is that we are planning many intensive preparation classes for Karnataka TET paid aspirants. These intensive preparation classes are based on our 2024 question paper, how tough the question paper was, based on that, and also keeping in mind that the new syllabus is increased till PUC for science. Okay, anyway, we have given science question bank also, but still we are planning many intensive preparation classes. So aspirants who have already taken our TET course, this is a request, please complete the course till the notification. Please watch all the regular classes, all the revision classes based on the previous year question papers, and also try to prepare from the science question bank, because once you prepare our entire course till notification, then when we take intensive preparation classes, things will become easy for you to watch our classes. Now proceeding with the science topics. See, science is divided into physics, chemistry and biology, right? In that also, there are some topics which are coming from PUC parts also as per 2024 question paper. So from physics part, there are 10 questions from question number 121 to question number 130. In this, there are 6 questions from high school, and 4 questions you can say are from PUC part. Okay. When I say high school, it includes ICSE also, it includes CBSE also. Like that only from chemistry part, 5 questions were asked in that question paper. In that, 3 questions were from high school and 2 questions were from PUC. And for biology part, 7 questions were asked, and in that 7 questions, 4 questions were from high school and 3 questions were from PUC. Okay, here you can see that SI units, lenses, mirrors, resistors, magnetism in physics. Still here you can say it is from high school part only, but solar constant, motion, that was in 1 dimension of course. If you see ICSE part, then in 9th standard motion in 1 dimension is already taught, but we are considering that question from PUC only, and then Planck's constant. So that's why we have divided it like this. Coming to chemistry also, alcohols, atomic structure, that much including orbitals and mole concept is from high school only, but electrophiles and optical activity is from PUC. Like that only for biology, DNA, symbiosis, that comes under PUC, right? Embryogenesis, genetic disorder, that comes under PUC, but phylum characteristic is there, plant kingdom is there, production system, we can put it in high school topics. Okay. And then rest questions, 8 questions were from science pedagogy. So what becomes important for us in science means, first give preference for physics because 10 questions are asked from physics part. Then give preference for, of course, science pedagogy, so you have to give preference only. But in core, if you see, go for bio, then for chemistry. But science pedagogy is also very important. So that's why we have given you science pedagogy classes also. So along with preparing for the core topics, you should prepare for maths and science pedagogy also. See, it is not that exactly whatever you read, that question will come in the exam. But if you prepare for science pedagogy, the questions will be such that you will be able to answer those questions. You can also find the answer right then while reading the question, even though you don't know the answer earlier, because you will have so much experience. This pedagogy subject is only like that. Once you have little bit knowledge, you will be able to find out the correct answer. So that's why we always tell aspirants to keep in touch with pedagogy. So this is the final thing, right? So overall we have 60 questions, from which in science and mathematics 45 questions are from core part, 15 questions are from pedagogy part. So what is the final learning of this blueprint means? You have to target high weightage chapters. In that high weightage chapters talking about mathematics, we have geometry and mensuration, then we have algebra number system, then we have mathematics pedagogy. In science you have physics 10 questions, and of course you have to focus on science pedagogy. You will have to balance the core subjects along with pedagogy, because as you can see 75% questions are from our core topics, whereas 25% questions are from pedagogy. And most importantly, while preparing, you have to practice the application based questions. Like in mathematics, if you go for commercial mathematics, you prepare for profit and loss, it is an important topic, or go for time, distance, speed type of questions, or go for arithmetic progression, probability, compulsory questions. These are compulsory questions which will be coming in the exam, right? Probability questions, arithmetic progression question, trigonometry question, profit and loss question, right? Some questions from geometry. So you will have to prepare the application based questions while you go for that particular topic. Okay. Even in science also, which are the most important chapters in science? Optics is there, motion is there, electricity is there. In biology, 100% biotechnology, one question comes every time. Chemistry, every time chemicals and daily life question comes. So that way you have to practice while you prepare. Okay. Of course, once your preparation is done, weekly basis, try to solve previous year questions and try to solve the mock test also. This will only boost your speed and accuracy and your confidence also. Okay. So this is all about the blueprint. We really hope that this video helps you. If you have more doubts, please feel free to write in the comment section, or you can write in the Telegram channel also. And which video do you want next? You can ask that also, because we make videos based on the request of aspirants. We decide on the majority of the requests. Okay. Thank you. All the best. Bye.